Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you all are having an amazing day. This time of the year is the best for content because it is so unbelievably free. There's such a surplus amount of it and it's pretty easy to make. But today, we're going to be talking about my wish list for the upcoming year of 2023. Now, hopefully I will have a much bigger budget in 2023 so I can get series I really want. Now, this isn't going to be about filling out series I have. That's going to be for a different video. But today I just want to talk about some manga I don't have that I would really like to have next year. But according to YouTube, only 28% of you guys are subbed. So if you like more videos like these and you'd like to see more, be sure to go down, hit that subscribe button. I know you may be subscribed, you may not be. So just scroll down, double check if you are. If you aren't, I'd very much appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. I love you guys. Let's start the video, shall we? So I have a decent array of manga that I'd like to talk about. Some semi out of print, some pretty out of stock, and some pretty common manga that I would just like to own. So I think the first manga I'd like to talk about is Gintama. Now, I haven't seen the anime for Gintama, but I know it is a cult classic in the anime and manga community, and it's a pretty out-of-print manga, I believe, so hopefully in the future I can get this manga, because I would very much like to own it, as I think it is a staple in a lot of people's manga collections, and I feel like it would just be a overall very enjoyable read. I know, like, the first 80 episodes of the anime are it's just straight slice-of-life comedy. That's something I personally very much enjoy, and I heard it actually gets really sad sometimes near the later parts of Gintama. But yeah, hopefully sometime soon I can get the first volume. I know the first volume's relatively in stock, so I might get that sometime soon, but I know the later volumes and some in-between volumes are harder to find and are pretty out of print and are pretty expensive. But, you know, Gintama is one of those dreamy sets I would like to own, because, I mean, it's Gintama. Everyone loves Gintama. I saw the first episode of the anime. I thought it was pretty funny. Just didn't hit with me at the time, but hopefully when I do pick it up, it does hit, because I'm expecting a lot from a pretty well talked about manga. And the next manga I'd like to talk about is Claymore. So Claymore is a manga I've been keeping my eye on recently, since I've been getting older shonen manga that have been coming back in print, like Vagabond, Slam Dunk, Ice Shield 21. That's not coming back in print, but I recently just picked those up. If you'd like to see my entire haul for the month of November, be sure to go check that video out. I'll leave it up here for y'all. Definitely go watch it. It was a slapper. Some absolutely fire pickups, if I do say so myself. But I digress. And Claymore, I think, is one of those classic manga that I would like to own. Now, it is a pretty niche manga. Beginner manga fans don't really talk about it, but the more veteran manga collectors definitely do know about this manga and definitely do hype it up, because I've heard it's really good. I've heard that it gets pretty decent ish, like it gets worse as it goes on, like after the halfway point it gets kind of so we'll have to see. But for now, I would really like to own it because I am a huge fan of the old shonen logos. I love the covers, how they have like the rectangular thing with the number and the artist and story maker, which I think is really well done. I don't know why they haven't brought that back yet, because I think it's super simplistic and it leaves more room for the cover. Claymore is a series I would very much like to own, because it's just one of those series that a lot of people talk about and I have yet to read. So it is on my to-have list for the year of 2023. Next is a romance. I would like to start adventuring into the more romancy, rom-com kind of manga, and the first manga I'd like to do that is Kimi Ni Todoke. I've heard it is an absolute classic. I've heard the anime is really good. A lot of veteran manga collectors know Kimi Ni Todoke, and I would love to own it because it looks so unbelievably cute, and I have a soft spot for cute shit, cute wholesome stuff, wholesome to be more precise. But it looks really good, it looks really wholesome, and it looks enjoyable. I know the first volume's in stock, I can get that one, but I know most of the series is pretty out of print, I believe. So hopefully I can find a deal on it, or I, just take a fat shit on my wallet and hand out an absurd amount of cash for it. So next is one that's not like all the others I've talked about. I would really like to own Flowers of Evil. I've been really wanting to get into Shuzo Ushimi's work. I've read the first volume of Blood on the Tracks. I can't find volume 2 anywhere, but hopefully I can sometime soon. But I digress. Flowers of Evil in the collector's edition, because I think those look 10-20 times better than the singles. I think the spines on the singles are kind of weird. They don't really match and they look really different from each other. But I know, you know, certain character arcs, so different covers and spines. Yeah, I get that. But I love the simplistic but bright spines on the collector's editions, or the omnibuses, I guess you could say. And it would be a manga I would very much like to own, because I have heard it is Shuzo Oshimi's best work, I believe, or that goes to another manga I'm going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, Flowers of Evil is a manga I would very much like to read and enjoy, because I've heard it's fucked, but it's fucking awesome. So I'm excited. If you guys have read Flowers of Evil, please let me know in the comments without spoiling me. Obviously, I wouldn't like to be spoiled, because for a 3-volume manga, it being about 20 Canadian dollars, 25 Canadian dollars, that's a very good price. So hopefully I can pick it up, and all the omnibuses are relatively in stock, which is mint as fuck. Plasm of Evil is just another one of those manga I would very much like to have and read, because I've heard nothing but amazing things about that Shuzo Oshimi work. I guess since we're on the trail of Shuzo Oshimi, next manga I'd like to talk about is Happiness. I have been so unbelievably tempted to pick up Happiness, because I've heard nothing but amazing things. A good buddy of mine, Jake the Pog, I'll leave his stuff down in the description, he said you can read all of Happiness in about 3 hours. And that's like 11 volumes. Apparently there are like 0 words in Happiness. I would like to get the entire series first before I read it, considering the fact that it only takes a couple hours to read the entire series. Hopefully in the future I can get my hands on Happiness. I know it is relatively in stock, so that makes me kind of proud and happy. So we'll see in the future. Probably you'll see at the end of this month's haul, the December haul. I might have it, because I definitely do really want it. Same. So yeah, just keep a lookout. But Happiness is another one of those manga I would really like to own. And I can't lie, the covers are fucking beautiful. Shuzo Oshimi knocked it out of the park with these covers. They're just, 10 out of 10. And those spines are gorgeous. They're simplistic. They don't change from one volume to another, but they just look so good. They look so clean, and I'm very excited to have this manga on my shelf. Alrighty, so next I would like to talk about My Love Story. Now, for those that don't know, I saw the anime for My Love Story, and I fucking, no pun intended, loved it. I thought it was amazing. I think I gave it like a 9 on AniList. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was so unbelievably good. The animation was on point, and I loved the fact that they just got straight to the point. There's no beating around the bush. Oh, I'm gonna hide my feelings. No, it's just, I like you too, let's go out, okay, sure. And it's just, you know, the everyday life of a teenage couple and the kind of things they get up to, which I thought was really cool. While there being some drama, because there's always drama in a relationship, and it makes for a really entertaining anime. So hopefully in the future I can get my hands on this manga. I know the first volume's easily in stock, but it's finding the other volumes that are kind of challenging. I don't know if this manga's ever gonna get restocked, but if it does, bet your sweet ass I'm gonna be getting my hands on them day one. But for now, it's just a fever dream. Next, I'd like to talk about, it's actually not a main story, but a side story, and that is Bungo Stray Dogs Beast. I was out shopping a couple days ago, and I was so tempted because it looked so good. I believe it's about Octagawa. I could be completely wrong. That's just what I got from skimming through the first volume. I don't know when it takes place, before or after Bungo, or it's somehow in the middle. I have no idea. I have completely no idea, but all I know is that the art looks so good and the covers are fucking beautiful. I am a huge Bungo Stray Dogs fan. I loved the anime so much. I thought it was so good. I'm so excited for the 4th season. That also looks so good. Screen Mode and Luck Life are doing the songs for that anime, which makes me so happy, because those two have made absolutely slapper music for the other seasons of Bungo Stray Dogs. But yeah, hopefully I can get my hands on Beast. I know it's easily in stock, so I can go pick it up whenever I have the cash. That's the problem. I ain't got no cash. I'm flat broke. But I digress. Yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs Beast is a manga I would very much like to own, and hopefully I will in the next couple weeks. We'll see, because Christmas is rolling around, and You never know. Alright, so I'm gonna put these two in the same category because it's by the same creator like I did with Shuzo Oshimi. I would like to get City and Nichijou. I think those two are some of the most renowned comedy manga, or gag manga, I guess you could say. They're made by an amazing mangaka. I thought Nichijou was long over, but no. The mangaka just took a break for a decade. She just took a break for a decade, which I completely understand. You have some mental health issues, or she was focusing on City. I don't know if City's over or not. But yeah, hopefully Nichijou is one I enjoy. I can get the box set if I'd like to, the 25th anniversary box set, because I would like to just own the manga all in one shot. And City just looks really good. I've heard from my homeboy Shrek it is a absolutely amazing manga, an absolutely hilarious manga. So I would very much like to own it just because I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, and it's been on my radar for a very long time. I tried watching the anime, just hasn't really sit with me right, so I feel like it's the kind of series you enjoy in manga form more than anime form. But we'll have to see. I'm definitely interested more in City than Nichijou, but I would like to own both equally. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's any manga you guys would like to pick up in the year 2023, that feels weird. I thought this year would never come. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace, take care, love y'all.